Alright, earlier I put in a video that showed some hack squats from back in the day over 10 years ago, but now these are COVID times, so this is how my workouts are. Today was just a chest and shoulder day, so here I am with my heavier sets with the 80-pound dumbbells. And because of COVID, obviously everything's limited, so I only have an adjustable set of both legs dumbbells that go up to 52 and a half, and these 80-pound dumbbells. So I have to use what I have. As you can see, I have slowed down every rep about 3 seconds on the way down, faster or relatively faster concentrics, and always slower eccentrics. So whatever I do, whether any body part, it's always going to be slower. So I've done about 10, 11 reps, resting here a little bit, and I'm continuing. So that's my last set. So I'm only doing, or I could only do a few reps, rest for about 30 seconds. Then you saw me just fail on the third rep, resting another 30. I think it was closer to 40 though on that last one. I'll try to get a few more, but that's not really gonna happen. There's one. Not even 3. So I'm trying to do a few partials, even that's not working. So it's time to call it a day, at least for the chest part. So now I got the 52 and a halves, and the incline is higher. So even though that's a higher incline, I'm doing this mostly for my shoulders. I have not been able to do higher incline shoulder presses for a very long time because of my injuries on my neck, and I'm not really gonna push it anymore after this age. It's not easy to heal from them anymore. Since I'm already tired from the previous chest exercises, the 52 and a halves are hard enough. Now for the chest, that was my first exercise. So initially with the 52 and a halves, I did a few sets, number 2, of 20 reps to warm up. With this one, I did not. I just went straight through because I was already warm. Now I could probably go a little bit higher on the weight, but like I said, I don't really have anything in between 52 and a half and 80 pounds. And I really don't want to try 80 pounds right off the bat. So I think that'll have to wait until I actually get back to a real gym. So here I am again, resting for about 30 seconds after failing. There was a third rep, and 4 is not really gonna happen. So again, trying to do some partials. That wasn't happening either, but I'm resting for 1 last time. Again, failing on the third one. 4 is not going to happen. So a few partials. Here I am doing a few lateral raises. I just did, I think, 2 or 3 sets of 12 to 15 reps. The weight is about 20 pounds. Again, anything that involves my neck, which the lateral raises does quite a bit. You can see all the traps are trying to take over immediately. So I really shy away from going any heavier, because as soon as my neck locks up, it's a pretty big healing process. I have herniated discs in the back. I've had epidurals a few times just to fix the pain, but doesn't look like it's ever gonna completely heal. And here I am while resting, watching Coach Greg at the same time. I'm trying to bend forward a little bit just so I can find a good balance between the front delts and the rear delts, just so I can shift it exactly to the lateral head. But even so, you can see how the front delt is taking over. So I never do any front delt exercise anymore, other than I guess with the chest and the high incline ones do involve the front delts quite a bit, but direct work, I don't do that anymore. Again, part of it has to do with my neck issues, and part of it is because front delts are involved with pretty much everything else you do. Even if you're doing bicep exercises with the curls, front delts try to take over immediately. And that's about 5:30, 5:45 in the morning. That's why it's so dark. So as I got tired, I was just doing or finishing up with a few partials at the end. That'll be the end of my seated lateral raises. I probably could do a few more, in fact maybe even many more full reps, but again I am trying to avoid hurting my neck. Now I'm going to be doing some upright rows, but with wider grip and trying to only shift the weight to my lateral delts. I find I get a better contraction if I shift my pelvis or tilt it forward a little bit, but if it's too much, in fact you'll see it at the end of this, I end up with, either because of my neck or just from the upper back, I always end up pulling something. So again, it's always a nice balance. I have to keep everything tight. So this is going to be that last set where I felt a sharp pain in my mid to upper back. I immediately stopped. So that was it. And as soon as I feel something like that, no matter where it is, it's time to end the set. Unfortunately, it took me quite a few years to get to that point where I now know when to stop. And my last exercise was just some trap work, doing some shrugs. And for a while now, instead of pulling straight up, I've been pulling in a diagonal position up and back, and I find I get to feel my traps a little bit better. If I pull straight up, I end up feeling it again on my neck a little too much, and I also get to use a lot less weight than I normally would. So gone are the days of adding 345 plates on each side of a barbell, which never really was, mostly for visual purposes anyway, looking back. But I guess we all did that at some point. And that was it. That was today's workout.